Right, I thought I'd have a bit more of a chat about bar chords here, right? So, a thing that most people encounter when I go to play bar chords is too much tension in the hand, and having the hand in a way that kind of the wrist gets sore and all the rest of it, and there's not really any need for it, but it is something different if you haven't done it before, obviously. And so, it's still going to feel a little bit strange. You're still going to feel that your hand's a little bit taxed, right? But if we set the hand up properly, you're going to feel that less so. So consider this. If we're playing a root 5 D minor chord, okay, here's something that some people do and some people don't. But if you are doing this, maybe consider there might be a better way. So here's my root note. If I'm holding this note as well, there's no need, really, because that way I've got the chord in such a way that it's an inversion, because at this point the root is not the lowest note within the chord. Now if you want an inversion, that's all cool, but there's certain things that go against that in a way. And one, if you consider this, if you're sitting down jamming with some people and you're watching someone else for the chord changes and you see them do that, at a glance it looks like an A major an A major root 6 chord than it does a D minor root 5 chord. Okay, so that's a consideration. It's quite a valid one. Okay, so we've got our bar chord here, and we're preferably going to use the first 2 segments of the finger to facilitate the bar. And we're going to lean the elbow in. And getting your finger down away from this string here, if it's a root 5 chord, allows you to do that. Depending on your hand, okay? Everybody's hands are different, everybody's fingers are different length, so individual basis here, but this is just a guideline. Okay, so we've got that. Now, so I'm leaning my elbow in, I'm leveraging my finger onto the guitar so I'm able to not be squeezing the heck out of it, but using principles of leverage here. Now if I hold those 2 segments of my finger down, I'm going to find that I've still got mobility within my hand within this last segment. And that's really important, because that allows me to place and maneuver these other fingers. Okay, so if I'm doing this, and then I'm trying to do this, and you look at my wrist, and there's a lot of tension there, and it's just not ergonomically suited for having the hand operate. The muscles and tendons have got to turn a 30-degree corner there, and it just doesn't really work too smooth. So if I can set my fingers up, so I've got my first 2 segments here taking care of the bar, this other segment here is allowing me mobility. And because I've got that mobility, I can position these fingers. I've got my elbow in as much as I can. And that means that there's still X amount of tension in my hand, but I can really minimize it. And I can set my hand up so it's not going to kill my wrist, minimal tension in my forearm, and it's just a win all round if you set your hand up properly from the get-go with bar chords, or anything on the guitar. Build it how you mean to, or start it how you mean to build it, how you mean to continue. Bad habits are hard to break.